Welcome to Rensselaer Field in East Hartford, Connecticut. Time is starting to run short in this season. The goals, the aspirations are still alive, and we are looking forward to this one here in Week 10 of our coverage of EA Sports College Football. It's the North Carolina Tar Heels and the Connecticut Huskies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and we are keeping a close eye on the weather, along with help from Holly Rowe.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
We'll see if they can handle the weather in this game. UConn will deliver the opening kickoff, and we'll get this game going. And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tar Heels offense that has the first possession of the game. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break, sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in, and we just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this
Makes the catch, and he's free. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got a man, it's Ship. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. They'll run it out of the shotgun. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
Grab near the sticks. It's Thurman. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Oh, they're after him. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to... that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Snags it and he's open. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Ross. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
The sure hands, it's Ross. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. And the Huskies getting set on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Christian. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping two hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll line up for a second down play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hall. Maybe a crease. What a run. Gets it inside the 40 and out of bounds at the 36.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the second drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. Really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Caught over the middle. It's Thurman. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to throw. It's Edwards. Bringing the heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Using his legs, it's Hall. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy. He'll
start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UConn going back to work on offense. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
Quick release by the QB. Still on his feet at the 45. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
And that shows up in the stat column as an explosive play for this quarterback, but it was a very simple RPO. Get the ball out, and then guess what? My dudes are better than your dudes. And getting it to him on the perimeter, letting him make plays, all of a sudden, he's way down the field, and it looks like a long completion for this QB. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UConn! Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point was good. And here's the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Dropping back, it's Edwards. A spectacular one-hand grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Offense gets set for second down. Running inside, it's Hall. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The snap sets up to throw. Safe completion on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Tar Heels line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got him. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And this one will be touched and downed at the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into half.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Goes high to pull it in. Flying down the left side. To the house. Touchdown, UNC! That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Flowers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The UConn offense goes back to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Might be changing the route. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Christian.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
He'll throw on third down. Got it. Runs through a tackle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. to the air on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. And they head to the locker room, 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our whip around with Florida, taking on the number 7 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's the Gators coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Tar Heels will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
The Connecticut head coach told me at the half. He said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. 2 solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are at a premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Got a little grass. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be 3rd down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Off the RPO, Polak looking for the chains. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Run inside. It's Christian. Makes it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper. but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. At the end of that last play, there is a Tar Heel down on the field and shaken up. Looks as if it's the junior linebacker who's still down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. At the end of that last play, there is a Tar Heel down on the field and shaken up. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Good right down the boulevard. And that's going to tie it up.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. So on their first drive of this 3rd quarter, they find themselves in a tie game after that last field goal. Scanning the field, it's Edwards. Makes the catch. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Makes the grab. It's Thurman. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35.
Well, this tight end's really good at finding soft spots and zones. It's not just working over the middle of the field either, but also on the perimeter of the field. And that time, as soon as he releases off the ball, he knows there's no one following me, running with me. This must be zone coverage. Where can I post up and make this easy for my quarterback? He finds that spot. It's a nice game by the offense.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up.
Here's a little room there. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Couldn't make the catch in bounds. It's incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense is really good bad.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. This game is a virtual wrap as we take a look at the top 12 scoreboard for Week 10. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! They take the lead here in the 4th.
And how about that? In the 4th quarter, and you need your kicker to execute a bomb to take the lead. You trust him, and he absolutely delivers.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Connecticut sideline, I can see a big-time decision looming right now with the coaching staff. They need this field goal. They need to rely on their kicker right now, but he's already missed in this game, so I can see conversations happening. The kicker is working into the net right now, trying to keep calm and cool if they do call his number. We'll see what they decide. I'll keep you posted. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. UConn quick to the line.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. At the end of that last play, there is a Tar Heel down on the field and shaken up. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. This time he wants to throw. He's going to run it. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Caught. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
Might be calling a hot route. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Makes a grab past the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Not really a huge decision there. You don't want to give up the football at this juncture of the game, and they're able to keep the drive going.
You know, the head coach here obviously feels like punts and field goals, they're not going to get him back in it, so put this one on your quarterback. Trust in him to go out and execute and give your team a chance to win.
Looking downfield on first down. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. At the 35, he's open. Oh, a lot of touchdown, North Carolina. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they putting drives together like this. This could be a scary unit.
And he puts through the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Flowers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Connecticut offense ready to go to work. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a two-possession game. They must get something here. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. And the Huskies will hustle to the line.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
The Huskies come to the line needing just inches for the first down. 14. Ready, go. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Look out, he's got room. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. You think that coach really had any doubt? He's in his own territory, but you only have a few inches to go.
Go, go, go. I don't care what side of the field it is, 4th and inches. I'm going for it. I like my chances.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Wants to fire on second down. Rushes on him. Slides to the ground after picking up the first great play on second and short. This UConn offense really has it going.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
So now it's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Tar Heels. The defense does the work itself with a pick six. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UConn going back to work on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Incomplete, and they got a hand on that right at the line of scrimmage. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. Behind the chains now on second and long. Running inside. It's Hall. A 5-yard pickup there leaves him with third down and 5. Third and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Keep it on the ground. Finding some room. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the fourth quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Now on the option. Now the toss. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They've put a drive together, 1st and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal.